My name is Kevin Dixie. I'm the founder of No Other Choice Firearms Training here in St. Louis, Missouri. I'm a product of the inner city of St. Louis, Missouri, which I don't think is a bad place at all. I think it's a place that doesn't have some of the opportunities, and it's definitely a place of tons of misinformation, but not a place where it's bad people, all right? So
Kevin recently hosted an event that was held in one of St. Louis's most troubled areas called Aiming for the Truth. It featured speakers talking about the real causes of violence and breakdown of the family, and looked at how to break the cycle. I couldn't be prouder of men like him who are actively trying to make a difference by facing the tough problems and talking about them in an honest manner.
This event is truly meant to help the community and show that #we are more than guns, we are a community. That is the purpose of today's event. So when we think about aiming for the truth, a lot of times whenever we talk about violence anywhere in this country in particular, but if you take it for a second and you focus on the inner city, a lot of times we always focus on guns, right? You hear violence, you hear guns, all right? So guns equal violence. That is a myth and it's not true. But when you convince the people that it's an innate object that is the source of all your problems, it's easy to convince those people to get rid of that object, all right? So we really want to aim for the truth. What's behind violence? So that's why we're going to talk about mental illness, or as I was told by the experts, mental conditioning. So when you start thinking about mental illness and why it is so important to address it, even when it ties back into, let's take a segment of the community. Let's take us two-way people as gun guys. Running around as a 14-year-old kid, I had no idea why I was so angry. I just liked to fight, didn't we? Mm-hmm. It's my brother back there laughing. We like to get into a little scuffle. It was fun though. I mean, this is without guns and all that. This is just kids being kids, right? You be friends the next day, same guy you see at the corner store, and it was all good. But I was angry, and I was very, very angry. And the first time that I touched a firearm, I was right around close to being 14. It was a little 25 Tomcat. We were at a friend's house and we were standing on his back porch, and he was like, let's figure this thing out. Now that I understand everything about, safety and muzzle control, if there's a safety rule, we broke it. We broke safety rules that haven't been written yet, okay? Like, we broke them, and we finally figured out how to get it to work, and we shot it. And I was like, ooh, that was fun, so we shot it again, all right? But I realized at the time there was something really, really dangerous about what was going on. But it wasn't about the fact, the mechanical aspect of the firearm. What was dangerous about it, and I found out a month later, is that when I went in, somebody forced me to go talk to a therapist. They forced me to. And I went in and I found out that I was depressed. I was diagnosed with depression at 14, okay? What was appealing about the gun is that it could make the depression go away. That's why I liked it so much. That was the appealing factor. So another reason why I stand up and I bring experts in like these two and we talk about mental illness is because if I didn't address that, I wouldn't be standing in front of you today, all right? And another thing, when you talk about being a two-way guy, I was able to take the one thing that threatened my life, and now I took it, I grabbed control of it, and I turned it to defend lives, all right? And that's power and power to be. So let's think about it. You've built up your family, right? You've dealt with your money. You've built a great circle. And now you want to have the thing that you need to protect that, right? You've done everything you can. You've dealt with any kind of conditioning. You built better bonds with your lady or your man. Everything is great. You look at life in a different aspect now. Everything is better. But everything you're working hard for, everything now that you're bleeding and sweating for, every time you get up and you don't quit, you have no other choice but to be successful in everything you do. How do you defend that? Okay? That's what the Second Amendment is.
What an awesome story and journey Kevin is on. You can learn more about his firearms training at nootherchoice.net and help support his cause. It's men like Kevin who are providing hope to those of us who see too many negative trends in today's America. And for that, he gets my ultimate respect.
So let me bring you in and show you what life is about, or help you obtain a better life. So that just drives me in. That's why I just get out and do it.